Now, who are you guys?
I go by Samuel Canini.
I'm River Roswell.
And what do you guys do?
We do cosplay stuff, wear the masks. We make whole ensembles and, just kind of try these things on for horror conventions and other stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys going as this year?
I am the Mask from the comics.
Okay.
And, you are?
My name is, the character's name is Benny Bloom, and he's just like a clown criminal. I'm working out the details. This is my first time even doing it. So.
But you look like a gangster.
It's trying to go for classic kind of 30s gangster type stuff.
It was kind of like the original. You saw the original Batman film, Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. The Joker and his goons are all like mobsters. This is what it kind of reminded me of.
Yeah,
that's the vibe.
Yeah. Well, so what got you interested in that character? So what got you really interested? What's the background of that character anyway? Of him?
I think he's the second in command to another far more outgoing clown, but this guy is the actual kind of one who runs the show. He just doesn't, he likes to keep a low profile even though he looks like this. he's not as flamboyant or anything like that. So, yeah.
Okay, so how long did it take you to dress up in that getup?
The mask doesn't take too long. The makeup and the contacts probably took a little bit. I had to iron my pants. Otherwise, it was just getting everything together last night. So, I don't know. It wasn't more than 20 minutes, I'd say. It's not that bad. If it was just a makeup, that would be another story. So.
I heard people spend hours for some of these people here would spend hours for the show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've seen the work. There's some people out there who put a lot of work into their costumes and their makeups. It's impressive. So, yeah.
Okay, now you're the Mask here, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right, so is that like the Jim Carrey movie based on, or is it something different?
I'm going for more like a comic book version, not exactly like 100% accurate, but more the comics because they were a little more hyper violent and crazy than the movie. But I grew up watching the movie, so that's
what is that loosely based? Was that loosely based on Jim Carrey's? Was Jim Carrey's movie loosely based on that, or what?
Yeah. So they took some elements from that and did kind of their own thing. So.
It was more like a Bugs Bunny cartoon, cartoon, y'all.
Yeah. So I'm trying to bring it back a bit more towards the comics and going a little crazier and violent with them. So.
Yeah. Well, they got a new Crow movie coming out where they're having they're rebanking. It's like sit closer to the comments. I wonder how that will do. That's actually a remake of the actual movie, but that's like see how that does. So anyway, now what got you guys interested in doing? Have you guys always been kind of like showers basically, as far as like putting on makeup and masks and stuff? You guys been that way since you were kids, or are you always interested in this kind of stuff?
I had interest as a kid, but I didn't get into it until like later in life. So like around mid-30s, that's when I started to really dive into this in earnest. So I had the desire when I was a teenager, but only as a later stage adult did I say, let's just do it.
You get the money to do it.
The money doesn't hurt, but it's also just you stop worrying about what people are going to think. You just start doing it. And just
life's short. Let's have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I was always that way myself. Like when I was in elementary and junior high school, I was worried about what people thought. Then I got to be an adult. I'm like, I don't give a rat's ass. You don't care. It's a different atmosphere. So anyway, I was wondering. Okay, now on the gun here, what you got? That's a nice bit of nice amount of blood there.
It's kind of falling apart at this point, but this is just a prop toy gun we used red Sharpie and Elmer's clear glue with red and green food coloring just to make it a little darker and a little chunkier. So that way it'll stick to the gun better. You can see it's kind of falling apart at this point, but
I do like your. The thing was, I liked your kind of your get up there. What in the comic books? Now in the comics, what's the most vicious thing, or what's the most violent thing you remember? Like, him shooting or whatever, doing whatever. In comics.
There's just so much stuff. I mean, he's blowing holes through people, and he's setting them on fire, and he's feeding them dynamite. And
Jesus!
Yeah, it's pretty wild stuff. So yeah, but. That's just stuff they didn't really do in the movies.
Not at all.
Yeah, so I'm kind of trying to bring it back towards that character, more of the original comics and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But your character reminds me of the Joker. To look at him, so I know I guess you're going to duplicate a little bit. Well, a little bit of the Crow, a little bit of the Joker. So I don't. It's kind of hard to not plagiarize a little bit, but Now, what are the big years? I mean, did they get it?
Well, that was just the build of the mask. It's from Immortal Masks. It's a silicone mask company based out of California. And I saw it when it was first put out, and I was like, I can do something with this. So I'm kind of playing around with the look. I mean, yeah, when you get it on, yeah, the ears are pretty big. It's very prominent. But a clown of his nature is not going to care what you think about his ears. He's very proud about it. He's just like, my ears are big, they're big. My nose is big, it's big. You know, he's just going to go out there and just say, I'm a clown. What do you want to do about it?
Okay. So in the past, what have you guys done in the past as far as like outfits and everything?
Just similar stuff. I've played around with clowns, demons, cartoon characters. I don't know. Just whatever hits my fancy.
Well, why don't we go name something that you really liked that you did or that you dressed up as far away from this as possible? What have you done that's far away from this as possible?
Let's see. I did a space alien named Lord Zorn. That was a while ago, and I haven't done him in like 10 years. It was a fun little, just campy, kind of 50s space alien outfit, kind of thing you'd see in a movie that with very broad theatrical kind of emotions and stuff. This guy is a little more subdued in comparison to that. So they're in different spectrums of villainy. So, yeah.
Oh, what about you? What have you done?
Well, this is only the second time I've done like a proper dress-up cosplay sort of thing. Last year I went as the Haunted Mask from Goosebumps. So last year that was pretty fun. I had like a cape.
I never watched it. Was that on Nickelodeon or something?
That was on Fox Kids, but way back in the day when that was a thing. So
I never watched it. I know I was seeing advertised. I never watched it.
Yeah, it's a fun show. So I did that last year, and this year I'm just the mask. So yeah, so that's I'd hope to do some more stuff in the future too. So.
Okay, so what's your favorite? What would be the one thing you two have not dressed up as that you want to dress up as?
I want to do like a proper Batman at some point. That would be cool. But I think I have to slim down a little bit for that first.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Well, there was a guy here to dress up as Batman, I think, last year, and he got up there in the costume contest.
There was a guy here earlier today who had a really good costume. So yeah. Pretty good. So yeah, I'd like to do something that was proper, not just like a store-bought thing throw on real quick. So, but yeah, so maybe next year we'll see.
What would you want to dress up as?
I don't know. I'm always going through different characters.
That you haven't yet?
That I haven't yet.
You got quite a few.
I have one. It's kind of going to be like a weird kind of hillbilly werewolf, but he's going to have like fire engine red kind of fur, and he's going to be pretty out there, very kind of running around. But I'd have to get in better shape to play him and have the energy to just keep him going. He's going to look a certain way, but I couldn't just walk around like him. I'd have to run around and be crazy and stuff like that. That would just require getting the confidence up for that, really. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about what's like the movie? Let's say a movie with a lot of makeup that you guys absolutely love. Since you guys are made up like this, I'll ask you a question. What's your favorite movie? But it involves a lot of makeup. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of like people in makeup and everything else.
Freaked.
What's that about?
Freaked. It's Alex Winters directed it. It was basically he had all of these like just really complicated makeups, all these mutants and monsters and stuff like that. They had a whole bunch of effects people come in and do these things, and it was just a smorgasbord of stuff. Basket Case 2 was another one where they had like a whole like scene in like a bus or something. It was like almost like a freak orchestra or something, and there was just a lot of stuff going on. It was like, wow, this is pretty wild.
What kind of makeup was it? Like, what kind of characters was it?
Most of them were like monsters or kind of mutants and freaks and stuff like that, but they were mostly good natured. They were just kind of chilling out and trying to just,
They're basically like E.T. They're like really nice and friendly for the most part, or what?
Well, I mean, they're kind of gnarly looking. They kind of look like Big Daddy Roth or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm getting the name right, but they're just very outlandish, really grotesque. But at the same time, they're very happy with where they're at. They're not like agonizing over their fate. They're just like, well, here we are, and we're doing it. So yeah, that was some good stuff.
Okay, what about you?
I'm usually always going to say John Carpenter's thing, just in terms of the alien effects and stuff. It just still blows my mind to this day, some of the stuff they do.
Yeah, he was on. I saw an old interview on YouTube of him promoting that movie. He talked about all the stuff they kind of use the effects and everything else. But I never actually seen that. I've seen some of John Carpenter's movies. I've never seen that.
You should see that one.
It's a good film. It's really dark. It's very well made and it really gets under your skin. It's some good stuff. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Oh my god! So what kind of monsters are there in there?
It's a big alien thing that kind of shapeshifts and does different things and can become pretty much anything. So there's a lot of really weird stuff, weird mutant kind of creations and stuff. So it's pretty wild. So.
Okay, well, thank you, gentlemen. Nice talking to you.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
Thank you.